Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Our top story this hour, a bus driver from Manatee County Schools has been convicted of soliciting prostitution.
The school district wants to fire him, but the driver is fighting to keep his job. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick joins us now with more on the story tonight. Jess?
Jacqueline Scott, 50-year-old Jerome Heaven was arrested in an undercover operation conducted by Bradenton Police Department last year. Heaven was convicted by a jury in February. A month later, Heaven is still employed by the district. On Friday, legal counsel for Manatee County School District will take the issue to the school board and ask members to fire him. According to school board members, Heaven has a right to this hearing before he's terminated. Since Heaven was arrested back in July of 2017, the district says he has not been around any students. Instead, he's been washing dishes and doing desk work at the district support center. This isn't the first issue the district has had with Heaven in his 13 years of employment. Heaven was accused of leering at girls on his school bus back in 2010. According to the district, school officials tried to fire him, but the Florida Division of Administrative Hearings overturned their decision, citing the district did not have enough evidence to do so.
We have no details on the case. That's what will be presented to us. We're not allowed to discuss the case, what it's about, the merits of the case, until we are in the role of, in essence, a judiciary.
I did sit down and talk with Heaven today at his home. He did not wish to go on camera. However, he claims that he's innocent and that the undercover BPD officer approached him, not the other way around. He also says he never made any deal to exchange money for sex. The school board will hear both sides of this case during their special meeting on Friday. Scott.
All right, Jess, thank you. Sarasota police detectives are looking for a man who robbed 2 hotels overnight. At around midnight, police say a man walked into the Quality Inn on North Tamiami Trail in Sarasota. Claimed to have a gun, so the clerk gave him cash. He then ran off to the Days Inn right down the road and robbed that hotel as well.
According to court documents, Siobhan Montgomery sold crack cocaine to an undercover deputy from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office on 2 separate occasions. In total, law enforcement recovered approximately 33 grams of fentanyl and heroin during this investigation.
Sarasota County Commissioners have decided against using a tool that's helped catch criminals in Longboat Key. Every time someone driving a stolen car drives onto the key, police will get an immediate pop from their license plate surveillance cameras on either end of the island. And that's not all. They say the cameras help catch the man who killed 2 workers at the Zota Beach Resort last year. So if they're so effective, why did Sarasota City Commissioners vote against having that same law enforcement tool, especially when their police chief wants them? The vice mayor of the city says it had to do with an expectation of privacy, even on a public road.
The feeling that you can be tracked anywhere that you go, and I guess the argument that that would be a violation of your 4th Amendment right to avoid searches and seizures.
Coming up at 7, Alan Cohn will lead a debate about the pros and cons of license plate readers to help catch the bad guys.
A new study by the Economic Policy Institute says it costs a Sarasota family just over $80,000 to live modestly, but the average annual wage on the Suncoast is only half of that. Don Hudsell with the Office of Housing and Community Development says affordable housing is a huge need in Sarasota County. Statistics show nearly 40% of renters in this community pay more than 30% of their income for rent. Hudsell blames the problem on the state of Florida, saying legislators earmarked $3.7 million for Sarasota County housing, yet gave less than $700,000 instead.
Both the city and the county are in the process of putting together some strategic idea initiatives that will help to address the issue. We have an advisory committee that the city and the county have established that will be meeting again shortly.
That committee will be looking at alternative solutions starting in April.
Sarasota nominated as one of the best southern cities by Southern Living magazines. Readers of Southern Living magazine voted Sarasota number 9 on its list of the South's best cities. Sarasota did even better on the magazine's ranking of the South's prettiest cities, placing 5th on that list. In both cases, Sarasota was the top-ranked city in Florida.
And we get to call it home.
Yeah, and it was beautiful today. Once it warmed up a little bit, let's get a check on our weather now with Wendy Ross, who's in for Bob tonight.
It really is spectacular out there, and we still have mostly fair skies, but we're starting to see just a few passing clouds coming on through. We are going to see those winds shift around and really come in out of the north, and that is going to drive those temperatures down. So that's what we're experiencing over the next couple of hours is what we'll be getting. And we've got a little bit of cloud cover out here in the Gulf of Mexico that's going to make its way across and across our area. There's no rain involved. We're not looking at any showers to come about. That all happened yesterday in advance of that cold front, but that cold front is well away from us right now, and so we're looking at temperatures in the low 60s at this hour, low dew point, low humidity. You know it, it's very dry outside, and the winds are starting to die down just a little bit. Maybe 30 minutes ago they were already out of the northwest at 25 miles per hour. Now they're out of the northwest at 18 miles per hour, so you won't need to bundle up nearly so much over the next couple of hours, but we'll let you know how cold it is going to get tonight in just a minute.
Okay, thank you so much, Wendy. Since 2005, the number of babies born addicted to drugs has increased every single year here in Florida. And according to the Central Florida Behavioral Network, this opioid bill recently signed by Governor Rick Scott is a step in the right direction to get that number down. More than $27 million will go to the Department of Children and Families. The nonprofit organization provides substance abuse services on the Suncoast and has received more than $920,000 in funding this year to fight the epidemic in both Sarasota and Manatee counties.
A Lakewood Ranch Animal Shelter has plans to double its space. Nate's Honor Animal Rescue unveiling an $8 million expansion earlier this month. It will allow the shelter to take in about 50% more dogs, 25% more cats, which works out to be about 4,000 animals per year. The shelter has already raised $2 million, which plans to raise $3 million more, and an anonymous donor will then match that money raised. The animal shelter has big plans for the money.
It's gut-wrenching when you go to a kill shelter and have to walk away and leave an animal there because you don't have the space. So now we'll have the space.
Shelter helped nearly 1,900 animals find new loving homes last year.
Students at Onico Elementary are all getting a free book to take home thanks to the Manatee County YMCA. The school distributed more than 1,000 books to students across all grades. Their principal says the initiative by the YMCA is helping to pave the way for students' future. This is the fourth year that the YMCA has put on this book drive.
Anytime we get books in the hands of students to read is improving their literacy skills, introducing them to vocabulary words that they may not necessarily be familiar with, and that makes a huge difference in the lives of the students and puts them on a road path to success in their future education endeavors.
YMCA officials say they hope to continue this book drive initiative at every Manatee County school over the next few years.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, new details about the accused Parkland shooter and an extremist group that he claimed to be a part of.
Plus, Governor Rick Scott hoping to make Jewish communities in Florida safer. We'll tell you about a bill that he signed into law today to assure that.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
So Matt told me to meet him at 7 a.m. sharp right here. It is now 7:01 a.m. You think Matt would leave without me? Hey, is Matt here?
Long gone.
Long gone.
Just missed him.
Just missed him.
All done.
Mr. Sparky guarantees they're on time and the repair is free, so chop chop.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Matt, you started without me.
I finished without you too.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in a car accident, the state of Florida only gives you a specific amount of time to file a claim. So act now, give us a call.
Car experts and customers agree there's a lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. And Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $239 a month. Or get 0% financing with 0 down during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Happening in Florida, a proposal to limit school board members to 8 years in office moves forward. The proposed constitutional amendment was favored by most on the Constitution Revision Commission, but there was still some disagreement on the benefits of term limits.
I'm looking forward to the new crop of individuals that are going to walk through those doors in November and bring fresh ideas and new perspective. And I think it's a very important thing for our political process.
We shouldn't have term limits because if you mess up, they will get you out. They will limit your term. We don't need to do it. We need to let the people do it.
If approved, the measure will return to the full commission, where it must win support from at least 22 members to be placed on the November ballot. Florida citrus farmers are still waiting for more than $2 billion from the federal government. President Trump signed the disaster relief package back in February. In the meantime, they'll have to rely on state funds approved by Governor Rick Scott earlier this month.
Starting today, it will be illegal for state agencies to contract companies that are boycotting Israel. Governor Rick Scott signed a bill into law today that also includes a $2 million investment in Jewish day schools. Funding will be used to help provide security and counterterrorism upgrades, such as video cameras, bulletproof glass, and other safety equipment.
Chabad of Venice and Northport are working together to feed local Jews during the upcoming Passover holiday. They've distributed 300 boxes of handmade shmora matzah in honor of the holiday that starts this Friday. The Chabad of Venice will be cooking for 200 people on Friday so they can partake in the Seder, and the event is open to the public.
Well, stay with us. Wendy Ross will have your first alert weather forecast for the weekend ahead when we return.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore, but there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-738-9812. 800-738-9812.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather, and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7. We're here for you.
Well, Wendy is here. I got to shoot a Dream 18 segment that'll air in the coming weeks this morning, and the wind was blowing like 30 miles an hour right in my face. It was cold. It was not fun.
Yeah. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
But I was on a golf course, so I wasn't complaining, believe me.
Oh, you should have started with that. You buried the lead, is what you did. I'll tell you what, it was one of those beautiful days, though. You know, the cold front came on through, and we saw the changes that took place as a result. We got the rain yesterday. Today, we got beautiful. And so this is what happened, though. If you were anywhere near a beach, you saw all of that frothy wave, and you saw the high seas coming on in at you. And so this is what was going on Casey Key, and that was reflected all up and down the coastline. We have had dangerous rip tides, and we've also got small craft advisories in effect, and those will stay in effect through Thursday morning. So we've got cold, dry air sitting on top of us, and we're going to be seeing temperatures drop 8 to 12 degrees colder than yesterday, and we're also looking at gusty winds. So those are the features that are going to be with us for the next 24-hour period. That low pressure system that you see up here, that's taking care of all the nastiness going on across the Northeast with the 4th nor'easter in 4 weeks. And then we have the cold front that's gone all the way through the state of Florida. And now comes the high pressure system, and that is going to be our fair weather friend over the next couple of days. This high pressure is going to be taking care of the weather from Texas across the Gulf Coast states and the entire state of Florida, and provide us with beautiful sky conditions. We are not going to be experiencing any rain all the way through next week. So it's going to be a long, dry spell. In the meantime, of course, across the Northeast, they're getting that mixture of snow, ice, rain. That's taking place from the Tennessee Valley northward. And across the western part of the country, we've got another cold front, and that's helping to set up some showers in California. And in the upper levels of the elevations, they are getting snow showers in the mountains across the northwest. But we are looking at beautiful sky conditions right now. Very dry air all the way up through the upper levels of the atmosphere. Dew points are low. To the north of us, they're in the 30s. Across our area, we're starting to pick up a few more 50s now that the sun is starting to go down. We're going to see a little bit more moisture along the west coast, but as you move inland, it is still very dry. And 50 is dry for us. We're not going to be seeing any rain come on through. We've got a passing cloud that may come on in. That's going to be about it. The winds are going to shift around northwest, north, then back to northwest, but that's what we're going to be experiencing. And the winds are strong still, not as strong as they were maybe an hour ago. We were looking at winds up to 15 to 20 miles per hour. Now we're looking at 10 to 15 across the region. And as we head on down to the south, we still have these strong winds. 10 to 15 miles per hour, 15 to 20 down across the southern sections of our viewing area. Now, no matter where you go in the country, we still have the best weather out there. That may be why we're one of the best southern cities. We're looking at temperatures in the 30s across the northeast, the northern tier of the nation as well. Out across the southwest, they've got temperatures in the 80s right now. We are going to see our temperatures going down, though. For today, tomorrow, and the next day, 68 degrees was our daytime high, 62 the overnight low, but we've got a temperature change of 8 to 10 degrees. And as you can see, this is what it was this morning. This is what it's going to be tonight, with our temperatures dropping down into the 50s. And right now we're looking at 60s, but for the next several days, we are going to continue to see those temperatures on the drop. So if you're heading out to the beach, small craft advisories are in effect until Thursday. And a quick look at our 7-day forecast. It just doesn't get a whole lot better than this. 66 for tomorrow, 68 on Friday. Look at the weekend. Oh yeah, this is why we live here.
Wendy, thank you. Would like to correct an error that was made earlier in the newscast. The wrong video of the person who Sarasota police say robbed 2 hotels was mistakenly shown. This is the correct video of the suspect. Detectives are looking for a thin white man who's about 5'8". He's in his mid to late 50s and has blue eyes with light hair. He was last seen wearing a gray hoodie and long blue shorts. If you recognize him, call Sarasota Police. We'll be right back.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
I actually started playing the game at 11 years old, so I started a little bit later than most players. But I was actually raised on Fighting Joe. The value here at Robert Trent Jones is unsurpassable. I mean, I have looked to other places. I've traveled all the way across the country. Everything is perfect as far as everything is the golf course, the rolling of the greens. Everything that I've encountered has just been absolutely incredible. And for the money that you spend, for the value that you actually get, it is unsurpassable. I'd recommend it for anybody.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a part-time digital media producer to write and post fresh, engaging content to our website. Excellent writing skills and newsroom experience required. Visit mysuncoast.com/job-of-the-day to apply.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
In tonight's Dream 18, we take you to the Plantation Golf and Country Club in Venice.
ABC 7's Adam Cellini shows us one of the finest courses in the area.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Dream 18. I'm Adam Cellini along with Sean Martin, the head pro here at Plantation Golf and Country Club. And Sean, tell us about the hole you got us playing out here today.
All right, this is Bobcat number 17, big risk reward hole, about 370, 372 from this tee. As you can see, a lot of water behind us. You got to decide what you're going to do off the tee. About 215 carry. You can reach those bunkers at 240. And then you can thread that needle, get as close as you want to the green, but you take on a lot of damage there if you don't hit a good shot.
We're going to try to thread the needle here today, so let's see how we do. Oh, something like that.
Work.
No, I pulled it. Yes, sir. Good shot.
A little bit of green to work with.
Not the most nerve-wracking shot, maybe. Just what, get up on the fringe there,
Into an
let it
uphill
roll?
lie, so you can be aggressive.
Oh, God, I can't do it, guys.
There we go.
Sit down. All right. Oh. Boom. Oh. All right, well, Sean, thanks a lot for your time. Now, this is an interesting club. It's private, but not all residential have to sign up for that membership. That's right?
Yeah, it makes us a little bit unique in that we can take our members from outside the plantation community. Certainly, we'd love to have all of our community members part of the golf club, but it's nice to be able to open those doors up outside of our community.
Excellent. It was nice to play out here today. Thanks for having us,
Absolutely.
and thanks for watching another edition of Dream 18.
Thank you, Adam. He had a little kind of a rough time there, but I played with him over the weekend, and when he connects, I mean, it goes.
Oh,
it goes a long way.
Yeah, he used to be a baseball player,
Right.
so I'm sure he hits it
He
pretty
hits it
hard
a
with
long
that,
way,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. World News Tonight is next.
We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Car experts and customers agree there's a lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. And Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease the all-new 2018 Subaru Impreza for just $195 a month for 42 months with 0 due at signing. That's right, not 1 penny. Get more for your money during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. I survived my cancer, but you can stop cancer before it starts. Talk to your doctor and go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.